Hi everyone, Alex here. Continuing with the Revit from 0 to 100 multi-trade course. Today we have a couple more tweaks for the site and a new gutter. First we're going to start with the porch overhang. It was a little bit too short before, so we're going to extend it a little bit towards the front. Not as easy as it sounds. And then we're going to create a new gutter. See you in Revit.
Now remember, this video is part of a full course, so if you haven't watched the previous videos, go ahead and watch them now. By now, most of you know that I suffer a horrible data loss. It was easily 1,000 hours of hard work, pretty much 100 hours of video content, so it was pretty tough. I am going to slow down a little bit on YouTube though, but if you are one of those who are following the course, I don't want you to have to slow down with me. So I remind you that this content is available completely free at BIMitUp.com. You can sign up for free, and this course as of now is still free. It's not going to be free forever, but for now it's free. So if you want to follow the content over there and finish the course over there, you're more than welcome. In the meantime, I'll leave you with this video.
Hi everyone, this is Alex with BIMitUp, where we help you with professional training and coaching in mechanical, electrical, plumbing, fire protection systems, and Autodesk platforms like Revit and AutoCAD MEP. Let's get started. And before we even start, think about it. It makes sense. If you like this kind of content, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. You hit that bell so you get notifications. You don't miss any of our videos.
And I noticed on the last visit that these posts are actually sitting on top of the planter, and the planter is not hollow. It has been filled with concrete. So I have to shift those posts south a little bit, and then I'm going to offset a little bit of overhang over the beam, probably about a foot. So for that, I'm going to go to my 3D view, and I'm going to select my 4 posts and my beam, and then I'm going to go to the main wood floor, and I'm simply going to eyeball it. It's somewhere around here. And now I'm going to go to my roof plan, and you know, I could underlay the main wood floor so I see this, but really what I care about is just this distance here. So I'm going to take a drafting line, and I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to paste it here. Now what I want is this roof offsetting a little more, so I'm going to edit this footprint, and this is pretty tricky because I need to keep this line, or at least part of this line, so that it slopes such as the main ridge meets the south bedroom ridge, and that's pretty tricky. So if I just take this line and just drag it down, then this will slope differently, and then those ridges won't meet. So it's pretty tricky. What I'm gonna do is simply grab this line, and I'm gonna fake it to about maybe 1 inch, and then this line is the one that's gonna define my slope to meet those 2 ridges at this point. And then what I'm gonna do is just pick lines, and then I'm gonna give those 10 inches of overhang based on that line that I just brought in. And now I want to make sure that this line doesn't define slope, and I want to trim this guy with this guy, and then I can probably create another line from the edge of this one, make sure that it doesn't define slope, and then I'm going to trim from here to here, and let's see if this works. Oh, and now it's getting rid of my gutter. That's fine, I'll just delete it. The roof is more important. The important thing is that those 2 ridges still meet here. So when I go to my 3D view, I have my roof extended, but I still have my 2 ridges meet at the point that I want. So very good, we can continue. Now we can, I'm just gonna add, you know, create similar. I added my fascia there, and now I want to add my gutter, so I can come back here and say create similar. Just put it here. I'm going to make sure we lower it 1/2 inch, so minus 1/2 inch. Then I want to go back to that roof plan. I'm going to do that drafting line at about at a 1/4 inch. And then I know that this gutter is gonna end here. I'll delete that line. And then you want to have another drafting line, a 1/4 inch. And we know that this gutter is gonna end here. And we want to bring in our caps. So create similar, come back here, place here. We want to shrink to here. And we want to shrink to here. Again, create similar. We want to attach to our fascia, which is this one here. And we want to make sure we shorten this up. To meet the other gutter. Let's take a look at our 3D view. We want to lower our caps 1/2 inch. So there's one here, control minus 1/2 inch. And beautiful. And now we are finally ready to bring our gutter downspout down here and turn it this way.